Let's hang some pork back ribs. Welcome to another edition of Pit Boss Grill's Backyard Bosses. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We want to hear from you. We want to be friends. Let's get into this recipe of hanging pork back ribs. I'm Kara from Scale & Tailor, and today I'm going to run through the complete process on how to hang pork back ribs right on our Pit Boss Grill's Champion Barrel Smoker. Let's get into it. So let's run through all the things you need in order to complete the job. What you need is some delicious pork back ribs. I like the meatier kind just because when you're hanging, it's a little bit more forgiving. You're going to need your favorite pork rub. I am using Pit Boss Grill's Sweet Heat Rub. As you can see, they just sent me this and it's already halfway through. It is one of my favorite rubs, not only on pork, but also on chicken. It is a great balance of sweet with that little bit of heat, so even my kids can join in on the fun. Highly recommend this one. And you're going to need some mustard, plain mustard, Dijon mustard, whatever you like, but we're going to use a mustard binder today. You're going to need some hanging rods, some charcoal, and I'm also going to show you how you can infuse some pellets and a little bit more smoke into it. So grab those as well if you have some handy. In this episode of Pit Boss Grill's Backyard Bosses, I'm going to show you guys a few things. One, I'm going to show you exactly how to hang pork back ribs where they don't fall, where they taste delicious. I'm also going to show you how to prep pork back ribs using a mustard binder and your favorite rub. I'm going to show you a little tips and tricks like keeping your silver skin on the back to keep it more intact while it's hanging in your barrel. I'm going to show you also this beautiful new grill that I have in my backyard. We're going to run through some key features of the Pit Boss Grill's Champion Barrel Smoker because it is my favorite. I just gotta say, it's just been in my backyard for a month now, and it's just been the star of the show. And I'm also going to show you a pro tip on how you can infuse even more smoke into your pork back ribs, so stay tuned to the end. All right, let's run through a step-by-step process of everything. First off, we're going to set up our Pit Boss Grill's Champion Barrel Smoker for optimal use. We want to zone in on a temperature around 250 degrees to hang these pork back ribs. So I'm going to show you how to set your charcoal, how to close the basket, set your barrel for the perfect temperature so that we can hang our pork back ribs. Filling our charcoal bucket right up and locking everything up tight, we went for a minimal venting system on all vents, top and two sides, to really zone in on that 250 degrees. The next step is preparing our pork back ribs to be hung on our Pit Boss Grill's Champion Barrel Smoker. As you can see here, we're going to leave the silver skin on the back of these pork back ribs. If you're throwing them in your smoker, I definitely say to take the silver skin off, but leaving it on gives the ribs a little bit more structure and holds itself together while hanging in your barrel. We're going to use a mustard binder. I like to use a little Dijon mustard for a little different flavor, but don't worry, it's not going to shine too much in the end of your dish. We're going to use Pit Boss Grill's Sweet Heat Rub and really give it an even coat. I absolutely love this rub. I'm not just saying this, guys. Like, it is my favorite rub since the day of time. It's a winner. We're going to use a two-prong system here. We're going to pierce through, and there you have it. We are ready to hang these pork back ribs on our Pit Boss Grill's Champion Smoker. We're going to open it up. We're going to slip the pork ribs down and let it do its thing. We're going to let this crust set. We're going to let the rub set before we're doing any spritzing of any sort, and just let it do its thing. Let's check back in a little bit. Ooh, look at that. Can you see how delicious? We're only about halfway through this, and look how delicious these ribs are already looking. It's beautiful. Do you smell that? Oh wait, you can't. It's good. So a little pro tip, I have a bag of apple pellets here. If you want to infuse a little bit more smoke into your food, grab a handful of your favorite pellet blend. I'm going to use apple today and sprinkle it over your charcoal to just elevate that beautiful smoke into your food. We hung these ribs until an internal temperature of 190 degrees, then rested it in some tin foil, some butter for 2 hours. Let's cut into them. As you can see here, we got some great bone pull. So we're going to use this brisket knife just because we want to be exaggerated. I like to flip it over, cut on the side because then you can kind of see where you're going. I wish you guys could smell these. Do the old flipperoos so you guys can see the money shot. Bam, bam, bam. Let's take a look at how juicy we really got them. Look at that color. Look at those juices. We definitely did a good job here. Let's go in for the taste. Is it worth it? Tender, smoky, that rum, that smoke. I want to thank you guys for sticking around and joining on this episode of Pit Boss Girls Backyard Bosses. If we're not already friends yet, hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment. I love to hear from you. We've created this huge, amazing community called Pit Boss Nation, and we want you to be a part of it. Let us know down below what you thought of this video, and this was hanging pork back ribs.